We're here at the Horseshoe Metals parking lot. Just about ready to set off on a 3-day hike into the backcountry. Base yourself at Soldier Lake and hopefully go into the Miter Basin. So we're just getting ready to hit the trail. The goal is to go up and stay at High Lake today, just below New Army Pass. And then tomorrow head over to Soldier Lake, have a 2-night stay there with the idea of hiking over into the Miter Basin. Allie's sitting with a 24-pound backpack and I'm sitting just about 30 pounds. I've got most of the food in the bear canister.
On our way.
I'll come down with a lighter load once we have a few meals. The horse trekking stables. I guess to take backpacking trips into the backcountry from here. Had a chance to water up at that little creek crossing there. The track is still in pretty flat, pretty easy going for us. This is the fork in the road. The right heads up the Cottonwood Lakes, and the left, the one we're taking to New Army Pass. Well, New Army Pass, since the junction, has been steady up. We're pushing 10.7 now.
I guess that is Langley.
That's Langley, isn't it? Beautiful spot right here, though, right? Really, really. And this is the crossroads to Old Army Pass in the Cottonwood Lakes. It's quite uplifting getting out of the bush up into this scenery here. It certainly picks up the spirits and lightens their load a little bit. Great view. Mount Langley in the distance. Great view. That wall looks like it's made out of blocks just stacked on top of each other. You can see all the lines, the strata, both horizontal and vertical. Just like someone stacked them up. Wind's starting to blow up here. We're crossing an immense boulder field. You wonder back in time how this was created. It's a shattered rock. There must have been some higher mountain peak that just collapsed. Long Lake coming into view.
Very beautiful. Could have sworn we were on the other side of the lake last time.
I would too. Someone's at the far end. See at the far end?
Can we get round? That woman said we could walk all the way round.
Well, this is High Lake, not Long Lake. This is our destination lake.
Do you think it's High Lake?
So we've got to find ourselves, well, not 100% certain actually. We could get over another lake over that hump there.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's sort of the shape of a long lake.
Yeah, sorry. Just doesn't, I can't believe that anything.
Good morning. Well, we've got our campsite packed up and backpacks on, and we're decamping and heading towards New Army Pass at 9:15. Another fabulous day. Yesterday was a hard day. We camped at 10,800, and then over 10,000 feet. It just gets to be a bit of a slog. We haven't really acclimatized yet. So it was hard. It was hard. We found a fantastic campsite. Couldn't get it any better, right beside the lake here. The highlight of the trip up was going to this great big boulder field. Sometime in the past, there must have been a massive slip, fracturing of a mountain, and a slide, but it left half a kilometer by half a kilometer square patch of massive rocks. Today the first challenge is the New Army Pass. That pushes us up to 12,000 feet. After that it's more downhill to Soldier Lake. Well, that's New Army Pass up there. The switchback takes us up that virtual cliff. It's so invisible you can't really see the track from down here. But I think we crossed just above that snow patch. Well, we've come to High Lake. So there's no questions, no doubt about it, we were at Long Lake last night, which makes sense, the shape of the lake. And this body of water here feeds into Long Lake by that stream down below. So High Lake. Allie making good progress. Not bad?
Not bad, no. I might shed a layer.
amazing rock formations we're going through. I think we're getting close to the top. Great climb, great trail building.
Spectacular view.
New Army Pass. And that's 14,000 foot Mount Langley. It's a little bit of snow near the top. It's a great hike too. But our goal today is Soldier Lake. We're following the New Army Pass trail. Then we'll start descending to Soldier Lake. It's just magnificent landscape up here. It's just awesome. Well, we've dropped over 1,000 feet down to the valley floor. Things stay flat for quite a while. This trail eventually intersects with the Pacific Crest Trail. We're down off the steepest part of this Soldier Lake portion of our hike, down beside a bit of a meadow. We're just about to head into some pine trees. But the view to the west of those spectacular peaks is still pretty awesome. Well, we've arrived at Soldier Lake. A very striking setting.
Do you remember whether they said it was northwest or west or the place?
Yeah, you're in the northwestern end of the lake.
Yeah, so it is over there. Yeah, way worse than I anticipated.
It's a beautiful morning at our campsite at Soldier Lake. We're going to have breakfast and then try to find a route up to the Miter Basin. That's the goal for today. Absolutely amazing reflections in the lake. I'm looking out at the Major General across the lake. It's bathed in sunlight. Well, we're started our hike. We got to cross the south end of Soldier Lake to get around the trail on the other side to begin our climb. Bit of a rock scramble right here. Look at that reflection. I started looking at videos on YouTube of the Miter Basin. One that caught my eye is perhaps the best was the Norwegian explorers. But none of the videos really define the track up into the basin from Soldier Lake. I did a little recce yesterday and found a way up. The first half of the track, I just scrambling on rock, and absolutely there was no sign of any other humans going before me, so I'm not sure if that was the real way up. But 2/3 of the way up, I came to a pretty well formed trail, and that just led me to the top fairly comfortably. But we'll find out today. Pretty tough scramble. A little bit of a waterfall down there. You have to step around, look for a foothold. She's got it in the bank. She got through the worst part. Well, you've done it. The rest is easy.
The flowers keep on going, isn't it beautiful?
The track leads us up to that little gully up there. We're not that far from the top now. Up through the rocks, alley goes. Steep but doable. Well, that's the Miter Basin, eh? Pretty fabulous. Hard to come up with words for it. It's an incredible skyline. Big granite peaks. Well, we found a faint track here, easy enough to follow, and we're right beside Rock Creek. Crystal clear water. Yeah, it's an awesome place, eh? I remember looking down this basin from the top of Mt Langley and seeing all those lakes. We're too low to see the lakes yet, but we're heading towards Sky Blue Lake. We were on the other side of those mountains at Mason Lakes a couple days ago, and you're looking at Mount LeConte and Mount Mallory, I think, are the two highest peaks, but it's pretty hard to tell. It's all much of a muchness.
So like that.
Yep, that's the Miter straight ahead, don't you think? We're looking at the Miter Peak, a beautiful shaped mountain peak. Left, 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 left. Now here we are, Sky Blue Lake. It's a big lake.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, yeah. Look around the camera and give it a thumbs up. That's good enough. Trying to find the start of the trail or the track up to Miter Basin was always a concern for me, and now since I've done it, it's you know, quite straightforward really. But there's a bit of a landmark you can see right here, this double trunk tree with that big rock wall to the left. Well, this use trail to our right, get on that and just keep following it up. You're going to come to a gully, a bit tricky in places, but definitely doable. about a half hour to the top. You see those dead trees up there? Well, that's on the track. In places the track is faint, other places very distinct. Okay, we're packed up and on the way, the 10-mile jaunt via Cottonwood Pass to the car. And I can tell you, you can't get much better place to camp than Soldier Lake. Okay, we're on the Siberian Pass Trail. It intersects up ahead about a half a mile, and we're going to grab a left on the PCT towards the Cottonwood Pass. We had a fantastic day up in the Miter Basin yesterday. It was the weather obviously was perfect, but the basin is just an incredible visual overload, I guess. It's like being in a cup. Imagine being in the bottom of a cup with the huge sides of a cup coming up around you. We have these massive rock walls and mountains of gray granite surrounding you in this cup. And you sort of wander up the sides of the cup and you come to these cirqued lakes. That was Sky Blue Lake. But it was a great day. Now we're heading back to the car at the trailhead. The PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, sidles alongside a steep ridge here. Bit sandy, lovely big pine trees, but it's uphill. Makes it hard work with our big backpacks. A lot of up on the trail. Lovely slabs of gray granite rock. Quite a boulder field we're wandering through. Some beautiful bristlecone pines. Very interesting trail. The nicer the trail, the lighter our backpacks become. Great shot of Big Whitney Meadow out there. Big flat expanse. Hallelujah, it's Chickenfoot Lake. It's been a long slog. So Cottonwood Pass isn't too much further. The trail beyond Chickenfoot Lake is lined with these old, gnarled, dead pine trees. Kind of cool, really.
That guy looks like he's dead, but he's not really at all.
What's that?
I said that looks like he's dead, but they're not really at all.
No, he's got
A lot of them aren't dead.
a bit of life clinging to them.
Just look like they're dead. That one there.
Yeah, half dead. Yeah, a little bit of life.
and they're ancient, like thousands of years old.
Yeah, well, as old as I feel.
I think this might be it.
Looks like it. Cottonwood Pass. You used to have it signposted. I don't think the sign is here anymore.
There, see?
Hmm?
There's the signpost down there.
Oh, on that tree, dead tree.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll bother walking to see it. I guess that's Horseshoe Meadows down below. And that distant canyon, I think, is called Cottonwood Canyon. Don't know too much about it, but it looks like it's significant. Looks like a canyon down there. Anyway, we've done all the climbing. Now it's 4 miles, mostly downhill or flat. Well, this is the start of a series of, I don't know, maybe 100 switchbacks.
Not that many.
Maybe a bit exaggerated, but the switchbacks get us off this steep face here. And then it's mostly flat the rest of the way. Well, we're down off the switchbacks. We had a little guessing game how many switchbacks there would be. Allie guessed 15. I guessed 50. There turned out to be 36. And we dropped about 800 feet. The rest of the way down is pretty much a straight line through the bush. Nothing too exciting along the way, but still a few miles before we actually get the car parked.
You made it.
End of the journey. End of the journey.
Did you have a good time?
It was quite a trip, eh? Spectacular scenery, but the heavy backpacks makes it pretty dang tough. Lovely campsites, warm, perfect weather conditions, but it was hard. I'm beat. We had quite the 4 days in the backcountry, Allie. How did you enjoy it?
Fantastic. I thought it was fabulous. I thought carrying a big heavy backpack was hard, but the spectacular scenery and the places we saw were just out of this world.
The highlight?
Highlight? Whew. Top of New Army Pass and probably getting into Miter Basin.